Welcome back to SEMA Show Part 2. In the back lot, Continental Tires sponsored the BMW Drifting Ride-Along. No eating before you go drifting. Otherwise... Alright! Let's do it!
To the walls. Is that okay?
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Oh yeah! In the main hall, Cebon made a lasting impression with their cars. They specialize in design and manufacturing of high-quality carbon fiber automotive body components such as hoods, trunks, fenders, and aerodynamic body additions such as rear spoilers and side skirts. I'll be quiet for about 15 seconds so you can enjoy this GTR R3500. They have body panels for international and domestic vehicles. I was impressed to see Porsche's IMSA 911 RSR race car that I saw at the Long Beach Grand Prix. The RSR has a 4.0 liter engine, pushes out 510 horsepower, and only weighs 2,600 pounds. That's just 200 pounds more than the Alfa Romeo 4C that I just reviewed. The GT3 and the RSR have similar engines and almost the same horsepower, except this engine is modified with higher torque and modified for racing. Next to the RSR was Ford's booth. A lot going on here. The main attraction was a Ford GT. Over $500,000, this supercar has a twin-turbo 3.5 liter V6 engine that's similar to the one found in the Ford F150 Raptor. It pushes out 647 horsepower and 550 pound-feet of torque. At the Nürburgring, the Ford GT beat Porsche Supercar 918 and Mercedes AMG GTR. The Toyota booth was more about heritage. They had the new Z4 and they had the new Supra there, along with every generation of Supra that was ever made. The Supra seen here isn't out yet, but was built in partnership with BMW, just like the Z4 was built in partnership with Toyota. They had the 1979 to 1982 Celica Supra, 4-cylinder 2.6 liter engine with 110 horsepower. Later on, they had an inline-6 2.8 liter engine producing 116 horsepower. This Celica Supra is from 1982 to 1986. It has a 2.8 liter inline-6 making 145 horsepower. Then upgraded to 150 horsepower in 1983, then 160 horsepower in 1984. There's no Celica here, it's the Toyota Supra. It's from 1986 to 1992. It has a naturally aspirated inline-6 engine with 200 horsepower, then upgraded with a turbo that got 232 horsepower. This is the one we all know from the movie Fast and Furious. The turbo made 320 horsepower and 350 pound-feet of torque. It hit 60 in just 4.6 seconds. A non-turbo came with 220 horsepower, hitting 60 in 6 seconds. On February 16, 2019, Toyota will be debuting their Trd Toyota Supra NASCAR style at the NSX race at Daytona. Unlike the street car with the inline-6, this monster is going to have a V8. The next booth over was Acura. The NSX GT3 took me by surprise, just like the Porsche RSR. The NSX GT3 races in the IMSA as well. There's no hybrid system in here like the street car. This is a naturally aspirated 3.5 liter twin turbocharged V6 engine producing 500 horsepower. It weighs just over 2,700 pounds. This is what the next NSX Type R inspires to be. Acura also had their IMSA prototype race car, the ARX 05. I won't go into too much, but it has the same 3.5 liter engine as the NSX. But this car goes a lot faster. Chevy's booth was less than amazing this year. They showed off their new convertible Redline Camaro RS and the new electric Camaro. This battery-operated Camaro will electrify you with a whopping 700 horsepower and run a quarter of a mile in 9 seconds. Chevy had their highly anticipated 2019 Blazer. I actually liked it. Their new interior and exterior designs are like no other. I love the monster grille and chiseled Camaro bumper look. The lights are streamlined and look really modern. The rear keeps its classic Chevy design except more sporty with its blacked out rear valence and dual exhaust. The buttons are nicely laid out on the steering wheel. The display is nice and big, but I can see that the air control buttons are going to be a problem to get to. They're hard to see since the buttons on the infotainment system stick out too much. I like the placement of the center vents. The gear level is traditional and the access performance knob is perfectly placed. If you upgrade to the RS and Premier model, you'll get stitched leather seats, armrests, dash, and doors. You can only get the 3.6 liter V6 and all-wheel drive on the RS and Premier model. SEMA is all about fun for the family and friends. No one gets left out and everyone gets exposed to nothing but amazing excitement. Every car is represented here. If you've seen it on the road, it's at the SEMA Show, just modified. I'm going to leave you with a Mustang drifting dance and an F150 finale. You really don't need a ticket to come out here. There's a lot of custom cars and trucks to see, a lot of wheels. There's drifting events in 2 areas. Everything is free outside. So just come on by and check it out. It's probably gonna be an all-day event for you, so enjoy. If you enjoyed the video, please click the thumbs up button at the bottom and subscribe to my channel. I'm Randy. See ya!